expert. No one like the back of my hand. You got a problem, he's the lawyer on demand. Check his post, they're full of legal advice. Learning about the law, it's like a rolling dice. From contracts to torts, he's got it all covered. Attorney Marks, he's the legal expert, no other. I'm scrolling on my feed, he's blowing up your feed. Learning about the law, that's all we really need. He's got the knowledge, he's got the skills. I'm scrolling on my feed, he's paying all your legal bills. I'm scrolling on my feed, he's paying all your legal bills. He's got the legal education, baby, yeah. He's a lawyer on demand. Check his post, they're full of legal advice. Learning about the law, it's like a rolling dice. From contracts to torts, he's got it all covered. Attorney Marks, he's the legal expert, no other. I'm scrolling on my feed, paying all your legal bills. I'm scrolling on my Facebook page, feeling curious. Attorney Marks, he's got the legal education, baby, yeah. He's the litigation expert, no one like the back of my hand. You got a problem, he's a lawyer on demand. Check his post, they're full of legal advice. Learning about the law, it's like a rolling dice. From contracts to torts, he's got it all covered. Attorney Marks, he's the legal expert, no other. I'm scrolling on my feed, he's blowing up your feed. Learning about the law, that's all we really need. He's got the knowledge, he's got the skills. I'm scrolling on my feed, he's paying all your legal bills.
Hey! So, hello! Hi! Kumusta kayo dyan? Mga kasama, mga ate at kuya. Yan, at tagal na natin hindi nagkita-kita. Tayo, nakikita. At ngayon, babalik na naman tayo dahil konti na naman po yung ating mga trabaho. So, tapos ating mga ginagawa, tuloy lang po natin yung ating nakasanayang programa, which is the Under the Law. So, medyo iba yung, hindi naman iba. Wala lang pinag-iba naman yung ating topic. Ang topic natin, very important, at saka sa pool sa mga nanonood, student, mga bar reviewers, reviewists, at saka pwede yung mga gusto din magpa-refresh na kanilang update lang sa mga bagong batas. Topic natin ngayon is in line with our bar chairwoman sa 2025 bar examination, si Honorable Associate Justice Amy Lazaro Javier. Right? So, pag-usapan natin yung topic natin, no? This is only one case, so I'll make sure that mabilis lang yung ating usapan dito. Okay? So, ano itong episode 71? Ano bang pwede natin makuha dito na topic? So, there are actually two cases here, but this is actually a case of AFP retirement and separation benefits, or AFP RSB. Yan. AFP RSB versus Plastic King. Alright? Also have the issues. So, bago natin pag-usapan yung issues, issues, facts of the case. Ano ba nangyari dito? Facts of the case. So, ito nangyari. Si Attorney Flaviano, meron silang pagmamay-aring lupa. Attorney Flaviano and his co-owners doon sa isang property ay nagkaroon sila ng parang kumbaga contract to sell na binenta sa Plastic King na kumpanya. Plastic King na to, it's actually a company, Plastic King Industrial Corporation. So, yung usapan ng contract to sell, ang naganap kasi is si Evelyn was the agent of the of Plastic King. So bali ang nangyari dito is si Flaviano and the co-heirs, nagkaroon sila ng contract to sell sa Plastic King, and the Plastic King actually had agreed with the said contract, no, amounting to 6,000 per square meter, tapos yung lot nila is around 3,000 ata 6,000 square meter. But anyhow, now after some time yung lupa na yon was still in the name of the co-owner, sina Flaviano. Yun lang, Flaviano para as a group sila, Flaviano. Instead na i-transfer yung ownership from Flaviano to Plastic King Industrial Corporation, walang nangyari. Dumating itong AFP Retirement and Benefits AFP Retirement and Separation Benefits, or AFP RSB. Bibilin na naman nila for some amount like mga around 40 million. Imagine yun, mas malaki yung usapan, pero hindi pa natatapos yung previous nila insofar as Plastic King is concerned. To be exact, it's not actually 40 million. It's actually 40 billion. Nagkamali pa ako. 40 billion kasi 40 billion, no, 'di ba? So mas malaki kita nila dito. Now, nung malapit ang mag-agree yung dalawa, take note, nandoon si Plastic King. Tumawag agad si Plastic King. Sabi ni Plastic King kay AFP-RSB na, "Oy, AFP-RSB, alam mo ba, yung lupa na yan, binilay namin po yan through our agent. Nang bili namin po yan, take note, amin po yan. Hindi pwede mapapasa inyo." Sabi ng AFP-RSB o yung ating itong petitioner dito, sabi niya dito, instead na sagutin nila, in-ignore nila. Now, itong AFP-RSB, instead, pumunta sila sa Register of Deeds. Sabi ng engineer or representative na nagtingin doon sa Register of Deeds, ang titulo do ay clean. Pero in fact, it's actually a title with a notice of lis pendens, no? Pending litigation. So, wala pa rin talagang binili nila. Nung nagkabintahan sila with this amount of 40 billion, Plastic King now comes into play. Nagreklamo sila, nag-file sila sa Regional Trial Court. Sinasabi nila doon na ang Plastic King, ang dapat ang Plastic King should be the owner of the said property. And because of that previous contract, which is the first sale and not the second sale, the transfer certificate of title in favor to the AFP-RSB should be treated as null and void. Should be canceled. Kumbaga, papakancel. Now, pakancel na yun. Sabi naman ng AFP-RSB, "We are innocent purchaser of value," sabi niya. Wala kami kasalanan dyan. Bakit? Kasi sa amin, nung nagkagulo yung property na yan, we did not know actually what's the intent, what's happening. Ang sa amin lang, bumili kami, tapos nalaman namin kay Flaviano na silang namamayari, nagmamayari ng property na yon. So, ano nangyari? Nagkagulo na. No? Ang sabi ng Regional Trial Court, to make things short, AFP-RSB, mali ka. Ang property dapat kukunin ni Plastic King. Sabi naman ni Flaviano, "Sir, or Your Honor," sabi niya sa Regional Trial Court, "wala po kaming kasalanan." Why? Bakit wala kaming kasalanan? Alam nyo ba, Your Honor, na yung etong property na to na supposedly matransfer sa Plastic King, nagkaroon ng notice of revocation. In short, nag-cancel. Hindi natuloy ang bentahan. Saan? doon sa agent na si Evelyn. If you can remember, Evelyn was actually the agent na nag-represent on behalf of Plastic King. So, ano nangyari? Naibalik daw yung pera kay Plastic King through agent Evelyn. Yun ang sinasabi nila. Now, the question right now, we have two issues here that's very, very important decided by the Supreme Court, and for me, it's a straightforward issue. Right? Ang first issue is an unauthorized cancellation of an agent in a contract of sale valid? Yun yung tanong muna. Bakit ko sinabi ito? Take note na yung agency, the rules on agency is not actually as easy as hiring people and the assumption of all the authorization be given. Merong dapat instruction si principal or employer principal or the employer doon sa agent bago niya ibigay yung delegations. Tanong ngayon, inauthorize ba ni Plastic King si Evelyn na mag-revoke ng contract of sale? Now, let's go and look at the general power of attorney na pinirmahan ni Evelyn and also the Plastic King. Right? So if you're going to look at this right now, no, makita natin ay Marilyn Agaben, blah, 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 constitute and appoint Evelyn Te to be true and lawful attorney for me in my name, place, and stead to do and perform the following acts and things to it. So, tinala po natin yung mga yellow part kasi ito yung talaga yung mga dapat na mga acts na authority ni Evelyn. First, to ask, demand, and sue for a parcel of land, more particularly described as follows. That's first. Second, to make, sign, execute, and deliver contracts. So in this general power of attorney, have you seen or can you see any authority insofar as revocation or cancellation of contract is concerned? Di ba wala? Now, di ba makita nyo, wala. Wala naman talaga eh. As you can see, wala. Wala talaga tayong makita dito. Sabi na Supreme Court in this case, court's ruling as worded, there was nothing in the aforesaid general power of attorney authorizing the agent to revoke the sale made by the Flavianos in favor of Plastic King via the so-called Memorandum of Revocation. So ano ba ang kon natin dito? Moral of this case insofar agency is concerned. Sabi sa Civil Code of the Philippines, pag ang isang principal ay magbibigay ng authority sa agent, kailangan ang authority na yun should be specifically provided. It should specifically provided. Hindi pwedeng pang general lang siya na objective or authority. Kailangan i-provide doon sa power of attorney or agent kung ano ang mga authority niya na gagawin niya. So, siguro applying the exclusionary rule na wala naman doon sa usapan ng documents, wala talaga tayong pagbabasihan. Alright? Civil Code of Philippines states that Article 1910 states that the principal must comply with all the obligations which the agent may have contracted within the scope of his authority. As for any obligation wherein the agent has exceeded his power, the principal is not bound except when he ratifies it expressly or tacitly. So, kailangan na ang principal magbigay ng authority para maka-act yung agent within that scope of authority. Paglabas doon, hindi na po problema yon ng principal. Alright? So, yun siya. Now, anong significance? So, i-apply natin to, walang sinabi sa general power of attorney or agency or agent si Evelyn Te na pwede siyang mag-revoke through notices of revocation. Doesn't matter kung yung pera ay naibalik. Ang tanong ngayon, walang binigay ang Plastic King Industrial Corporation na pwede niyang i-revoke yung contract to sell. So, sabi dito sa first issue natin, in accordance with Article 1910 of the Civil Code, the act of an agent beyond the scope of his or her authority does not bind the principal unless the principal ratifies them expressly or impliedly. Here, no act of ratification was done by the principal, which in fact had promptly disowned. Ibig sabihin, walang sinabi, hindi nag-imply, nag-agree, hindi ni-ratify ng Plastic King. In fact, wala siyang sinabi na pwedeng i-revoke ang contract to sell na pinag-usapan ni Plastic King at saka ang Flavianos. Alright, second issue. No. Pag-usapan natin yung case ng AFP-RSB. Alright? So, in this case, sinabi nila na wala po kaming kasalanan dyan. Kasi during that time na binili namin tong lupa, yung property na to, nasa kamay or nasa kamay po nila yung ownership sa Flavianos. Right? Just to repeat. Kasi naniniwala sila nung nagbentahan si AFP-RSB na ang nagmay-ari doon ng property is ang Flavianos. So they should be considered as purchaser in good faith or innocent purchaser for value. Now, paano naman pag tinignan mo yung titulo doon sa Register of Deeds, tapos may nakasulat doon na Notice of Lis Pendens. May nakasulat doon na Notice of Lis Pendens or pending litigation. Pwede ka ba ma-consider na purchaser in good faith or innocent purchaser for value? Sabi ng Supreme Court, no? Applying the case of heirs of Isabelo Cudal versus spouses Sagitan, an innocent purchaser, ito pag-usapan natin sino ba or ano ba ang definition ng innocent purchaser for value or purchaser in good faith. No? Citing the case of heirs of Isabelo Cudal versus spouses Sagitan, a 2020 case, an innocent purchaser for value is one who buys the property of another without notice that some other person has a right or interest in that same property, and who pays a full and fair price at the time of the purchase or before receiving any notice of another person's claim. One who buys the property with the well-founded belief that the person from whom the buyer receives the thing had title to the property and capacity to convey it. Ibig sabihin dito, sa case ni heirs of Isabelo Cudal and Sagitan, ang innocent purchaser for value ay from the word itself, inosente. So, kung binili niya yung property, tapos walang nag-inform sa kanya, inosente siya. Alright? Pero, kung isang purchaser, bago niya bilhin, inapag-alaman niya na yung property na yon ay may pending litigation or merong defect yung property na yon or title of the property title nung parcel of land na yon or lot, hindi na siya makonsider na innocent purchaser for value. Now, applying heirs of Isabelo Cudal versus spouses Sagitan, dito sa case na to, AFP-RSB is not an innocent purchaser for value because nung time na bibilin ni AFP-RSB yung property, ang nangyari is tumawag ang Plastic King. Di ba nasabi ko na sa inyo yun? Tumawag ang Plastic King. Ang sabi doon, hoy, AFP-RSB, yung lupa na yan, binili po namin yan kay Flaviano. Huwag mong biliin po yan kasi pending litigation po yan. Pero nang ginawa ng ating purchaser, inignore ng ating Plastic King. So they are not an innocent purchaser for value. Another one, ito no, in this set of case din no, walang ginamit sila na basis. Pero it's a very good landmark case no, naponente by Justice Amy Lazaro Javier. Okay. To prove good faith, a buyer registered and titled land need only show that he or she relied on the face of the title of the property. A buyer need not prove that he or she made further inquiry, for one is not obliged to explore beyond the four corners of the title. Such degree of proof of good faith, however, is sufficient only when the following conditions concur. The seller is the registered. First, the seller is the registered owner of the land. That's first. Second, the latter is in possession thereof. Third, at the time of the sale, the buyer was not aware of any claim or interest of some other person in the property or of any defect or restriction in the title of the seller or in the seller's capacity to convey title to the property. Now, ang issue dito is AFB-RSBS a purchaser in good faith. Bakit? Sige, tingnan natin yung yellow dito. Una, the seller is the registered owner of the land. Saan nakapangalan yung titulo? Sa Flaviano. Right. Kasi hindi nila kasi tinransfer yung ownership sa plastic in that time. Second, the latter is in possession thereof. Okay, sino nakapossess? Sino may hawak? Of course, the Flaviano. Pasok siya sa second. Now, third, at the time of the sale, the buyer was not aware of any claim or interest of some other person in the property or of any defect or restriction in the title of the seller or in the seller's capacity to convey title to the property. Dalawa to. Ang sinabi, hindi siya aware from some other person. In-inform sila, take note, in-inform sila ng Plastic King. That's first. Ikalawa, any defect? Yes. If we're going to look at the certificate title or the title of the property, nakasulat doon or it contains a notice of lis pendens. In other words, it is a title but it's still subject for pending litigation. So, from that instances, pag ang isang purchaser katulad ng AFP, RSBS, binili nila yun, di na po nila magagamit yung doctrine of purchaser in good faith or innocent purchaser for value. Kasi kita naman doon sa titulo na nakasulat doon, pending litigation. At the same time, tatawagan sila. So, anong nangyari sa case na to? Ang nangyari sa case na to, sabi ng Supreme Court, ang makakakuha dito, the property shall be given in favor of the plastic. Kasi wala pong, there was no restrictions as to the Plastic King's argument that the said property was already sold to them. Nag-file na sila ng specific performance, injunctions, and damages. Alright, so I think that's all, no? Sana nag-enjoy po tayo, no? I will be dealing with more topics during this holiday season, holiday week or Holy Week. So yun po, no, maraming salamat and see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow ulit sa another case decided by the Supreme Court wherein the ponente is our 2025 bar chairwoman, Honorable Associate Justice Amy Lazaro Javier. Maraming salamat sa ating mga atit ko na nanonood ngayon. Again, huwag niyong kakalimutan. Sabi ko sa inyo na mahalin nyo ang inyong asawa dahil sila po ang tunay na batas. Bye-bye!
I'm scrolling on my Facebook page, feeling curious, the turning months. He's got the legal education, baby, yeah. He's the litigation expert. No one like the back of my hand. You got a problem, he's the lawyer on demand. Check his post, they're full of legal advice. Learning about the law, it's like a rolling dice from contracts to torts. He's got it all covered. Attorney Marks, he's the legal